Hi there, we need to talk. There are some things happening in my life that affect the things that I share with you, and I'd like to kind of address those things briefly. First off, I have a NaNoWriMo update, filmed, edited, exported, completely ready to go online, and it has been completely ready to go online for 5 days now, and I haven't put it online. I think it falls somewhere in between. I didn't think about the fact that I had to upload it, and also that I am not totally comfortable with the way that it's edited because it's very messy edit. But that's an issue, and I hope that you saw it before you watched this video because I will be uploading them both today. Next, I wanted to enlighten you on something that has been happening recently with me and with my family for generations. I have recently in my life reached a point where I am out of school and I am not dancing really much, which may seem totally insignificant, except for the fact that I have an issue that I solve with overworking myself. For those of you who don't know, which is probably a very large portion of my audience, I have recently been going through the process of trying to fix my thyroid, which is a big problem. It's hereditary and it's been going on in my family for generations, so I understand exactly what's happening, but we still have to go through the whole process of getting diagnosed and medicated now that I am not doing a whole bunch of exercise, which is usually what I do to medicate it personally. That in itself is not a big deal, but one of the big symptoms that I'm having with my issues with my thyroid is that I'm depressed. The long and short of it, do you know how upsetting this is? Because I doubt it. It's quieter, isn't it? The long and short of it is that I have a lot of motivation issues right now that are actually chemical, and it's difficult to get up and do stuff, and it's difficult to get going and to continue doing those things. In 2011, it took me about an hour and a half to write 2,000 words every day. Katie and I went to a write-in on Saturday. We were there for 5 hours, and all we did was write, and I only wrote 2,000 words. And that's pretty consistent across the board as of lately, which is kind of horrifying. Basically, I love writing, and it's a really, really wonderful thing. But this NaNoWriMo is turning into a really, really painful experience for me. I'm going through the process of having my thyroid fixed, and I have been for the last month or so, which means lots of blood tests, which I'm very not fond of. In the meantime, though, in 2011, writing was so fun, and it was just the greatest experience. And yes, it was hard, and I pushed myself, and I enjoyed it. But ultimately, I had this great experience, and I felt like I was doing something and I was accomplishing something. And the fact of the matter is, completing 50,000 words in the November of 2013 is doable, and I could do it, and I would sit and I would write and I would work on it and I would accomplish that goal. But I've been miserable in the process. Ultimately, I think the goal of NaNoWriMo is not to come up with a novel at the end of the month. It's to learn something and have a great community experience and to be happy and to enjoy yourself and to feel accomplished. And if I'm not accomplishing that, there's no reason for me to write 50,000 words. And that is why I think that maybe 2013 is going to be a bust for me, and I'm not necessarily going to try and do NaNoWriMo. In the end, I think it's a good decision not to. I am still available as a writing buddy for NaNoWriMo. Just know that I'm not going through all the pain, and that kind of means that I suck. That's out of the way. I'm sorry about that, and I'm sorry if I've talked to you and said that I'm doing NaNoWriMo when I'm now going to not be doing NaNoWriMo. It's the 15th, so halfway through. And for the record, I have about 9,000 words, which is a terrible number of words for day 15 of NaNoWriMo, but it's really good if you consider that I stopped writing on the 10th. I'm trying to approach this in a positive and not giving up way. But I'm finding that it's really difficult for me. Over the last several years, I have started a lot of projects. I have participated in a lot of projects. I have rallied for the cause of a whole bunch of projects, whether I was interested in them personally or just in philosophy or just because we're buddies, you know? I love creativity and I love doing stuff and I love new projects and I take on a lot of them. But I feel like I give the wrong impression to people that I've been friends with on the internet for a long time. I'm afraid of seeming overzealous and then not being able to accomplish anything. And I feel a lot of guilt about that. I'm going to not do NaNoWriMo at this moment, but I am going to work towards accomplishing things. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching. If you were excited for NaNoWriMo updates, again, I'm sorry. But if you're excited to see raw me, Valid is still on. I'm very excited for some of the videos that I'm hoping to take on in the coming month, and also, you know, in the couple of weeks leading up to December. So I will definitely see you around, and if you don't see me around, you better get in contact with me and tell me that I need to come back, because it's easy to stray away from the internet, but it's a nice place to be. See you later, guys. Bye!